So if you think about adoption is always a focal point from brokerages, from teams, and so forth. And the prototypical way they go about adoption is you have trainings, maybe they're required trainings, you show them how to do something, and then you try to police them and hold them accountable, and you check in. Mm-hmm. And when you're dealing with independent contractors, that's not really a highly effective thing,
no.
Especially if you have more than 5 or 10 partners.
Sure.
And so it's a really important thing when you're dealing with a successful company, when you're dealing with a successful team that has tens and tens, if not hundreds of partners. Mm-hmm. And so that prototypical way of policing engagement and adoption fails flat. And you're gonna waste so much time just chasing your tail around trying to get agents to adopt these different things, and then to try to find ways to see if they're actually doing it. Or you could take the approach of using smart plans to automate different task lists.
Sure.
So as a lead comes in, as a lead does something, some trigger sets off a smart plan, which triggers a task list. Now that agent gets a task list saying, do this, do this, do this. And that's teaching them those good skill sets in real time on every lead that hits those marks. And it's right there for them. It requires no additional work. You don't have to train them on it. It tells them what to do. And with that repetition and all that practice, they're going to develop that skill set.
Absolutely.
So if you want to use adoption, if you want to increase adoption, again, it roots back to smart plans.
Yeah. And so what it sounds like is you remove the critical thinking component from a partner's perspective, from a technology company's perspective. We want to make it as easy as possible for the agent to log in and know this is what I need to do today. There shouldn't be any questions regarding what am I supposed to do with this. So by using these checklists, you're effectively spelling it out for the agent in plain English. This is what you need to do today. And by doing so, you increase their effectiveness because they don't experience that paralysis by analysis type.
Yeah, and it's also because if you're a soldier on the ground, you don't have the view of the full battlefield.
Sure.
So by nature of us having view of every partner in a market, every partner across the country and in Canada, we can see what's working, what's not working. We have a bigger view of the field.
Sure.
So we're able to update these task lists and say, okay, this task is really working well here. If we do this, this is going to increase your conversion rate. Whether they realize it or not, something as simple as, correcting capitalization of the name. So that when smart plans engage, people think, it gives the impression that it's more of a personal touch.
Certainly.
So those are all kinds of things that we're able to do through smart plans to accomplish our end goals, rather than just saying cross your fingers and say, please use the CRM. If you would only use the CRM and do this, I promise you're gonna get results. They're seeing the value, and that's why they're getting on. And then once we get them on, we're gonna make it easier and easier for them to do the right things.